So today I figured I would do something different for the reading. So excuse me. I'm going to try to do these after this video. They should be all in one take. I'm going to try to go through this because I'm pressed on time this week, but I wanted to make sure I got these out so they will upload as they go. But just a few housekeeping things just to get it out the way. If you don't know, you should see it come up. I'll do another post this week, just kind of remind you all. I am going to try to do a live stream on March 2nd, about 7 o'clock. I may be earlier, I may be later, but I'm going to try to do it March 2nd. It's going to cover the Crown of the Catskills. It's a statue that some cave divers or whatnot found, or some cave explorers found in the Catskills. I want to say near New York or whatnot. And one of them took it from the cave and started experiencing paranormal activity ever since then. I think now it's in the museum, the occult museum or something like that in like Texas. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up again. But we're just going to delve into whether or not if it's really cursed, what was the initial curse for, curse for or what not, and then go from there. I may even do a few live readings if you all want to try. I'm good. I, want to get better at, just reading for people on the fly without having to do all this extra preparation. So I think that'll be good for me. But without further ado, these next 11 videos, it should be 11 videos, or should I break it down into 4? It'll either be 11 videos or it'll be 4 videos, but it's going to cover each zodiac sign. And of course, right now we're in Pisces season. So I'll start off with Pisces first, and then we'll go into Aries and etc moving forward. I may group them together by element, and you can scrub through the video and see what you have in store for your element for the month of March. Wow, guys, we're really getting into March. Anyways, so with all of that being said, I'm going to just start picking. I'm going to shuffle. You're going to see the gemstones for each one. Okay. Can I get a gemstone for my Pisces? Gemstone for my Pisces for the month of March. This one's to come out, BlueQuartz. Can I get a gemstone for... Pisces are water signs, right? So the next water sign is... It's not Gemini, is it? No, Gemini is air. Cancer. Can I get a gemstone for my Cancer signs for the month of March? Can I get... Ooh, you had a lot come out here. We're going to choose between these 4 and see what we get. Can I get a gemstone for my Cancers for the month of March? Can I get a gemstone for my Cancers for the month of March? Okay. Sapphire. It's funny how all the water signs so far are getting blue gemstones. Then it'll be Scorpio. Can I get a gemstone for my Scorpios for the month of March? And Scorpios, of course, had to break away from the pack and get the peridot. So as you can see here, these will be the 3 cards for my water signs. So I'm going to do you all first. So again, Pisces, you're up first with the BlueQuartz. Cancers, you have the sapphire. And then Scorpios, you will have the peridot. So I'm just doing this just in case if I do decide to not break each sign up into an individual read. It'll be for all the water signs. And of course, this pertains to your sun, moon, and rising. I know some people like to get into the Venus, but I can't give you a reading on that. So we're just going to do this for the sun, moon, and rising. If you feel like you need it for your Venus, if it resonates with you, take it. Even if you're drawn to a pile that doesn't deal with your particular zodiac sign, maybe it's some message in there that you need to listen to. So click on the video, see if it's something in there that your soul, your higher self, divine, your angels, ancestors, whatever, your masters think that you needed to hear in that particular video, and share it with us. Let me know what you got from that, what resonated with you. And without further ado, I'm going to get started on the Pisces. So, I always like to start off with the tarot first, and then I go in with the the oracle cards afterwards. Today I'm going to use the Numinous Oracle, and I'm going to use the Tea Leaf Oracle, but I'm also using the Divine Tarot. And so I'm going to just tap into this energy for our Pisces here. Just give me a sec. Okay. Okay, so there's 2 cards there. And this one wants to come out. So I think those are 3 for you. All right, Pisces, it seems like you're going to be starting a new cycle. And I think if you don't get some things together, it's probably not going to start off right. It's going to start off on some bad luck here. I think you're getting into your karmic cycle where maybe you've been getting blessed lately, and now it's time to kind of like pay that forward. So now you're going to have to go through your struggle period. I see you do have the world here, and you do have the 6 of coins. So to me, a lot of this reason to duality as well. The 6 of coins, the world, that paying back, that giving it forward. I think you're about to go through a struggle moment here. And I see that on the blue quartz, one of the key words for you is creativity, expression, and peace. So I don't know if maybe your peace has been disturbed lately, and that's what's causing this new cycle that you're getting into. Like right now, your karmic cycle is asking for you to kind of get back into your bag, so to speak. And sometimes the best things that we create comes out of struggle. I think you've probably been flying a little too high and clear, and now it's asking you to come back to the ground. I do want more clarity on why this wheel of fortune is upside down for you, though. Okay. Strength. What have you been refusing to let go to begin this cycle is what I want to pose to you. Um, why is this world card here? Why is this world card here? Why is this world card here? Can I get clarity on why the world card is here for the Pisces? This reads like relationship, relationship, relationship. And when I mean relationship, this doesn't have to be somebody you're in love with. This could be a partnership of a business kind. This could be a friendship. It seems like you are refusing to let uh, some relationship, some partnership, some friendship, some other ships, whatever it is, go. And that's probably what's been having you struggling right now and keeping you from moving and leveling up to the next level that you need to be doing in this process. And so let's see here. Can we get more clarity on who this person is? I'm sorry. That does not count. Can we get more clarity on who this person is? Who is this individual? Can we get more clarity on who this person is? Okay, so this one rolled off to the floor. You're being asked to go on a journey, either physical or mental. I think this is one of mental strength, personally. But let's see if I'm right. What is this journey? It's being called for my Pisces to work on. What is the... And so far, all of these items are coming out wheel, cyclical. You also got a goal-oriented person. So maybe this is a partnership of some kind that you have yet to engage in and that you need to, or maybe this is, or it's a problem with the person that you are trying to go into business with. I feel is the case. Oh, excuse me. What is going to help my Pisces get more strength? Did that flip over? No, that does not count. I literally just slid that out. What is going to help my Pisces get more strength for the month of March? What's going to help my Pisces get more strength? Be careful. Do not take risks. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. You obviously have some kind of change coming. Like I said, you're about to get into some kind of new cycle here that you need to kind of like go into. You're at the end of one, and now it's time for you to get into another. This reads like this may be for a millennial because as you know, I'm in the well, as you don't know, but I'm going to tell you. I am also a millennial. So our Plutos, our Plutos is that generational planet is moving into Aquarius now. So all of us are kind of leaping into that. So this could be as broad as that. It's just like, a new change is going to come and you are going to have to step up to the plate, or you're going to have to come down from being, because, I love to say I love my Pisces, but you are in another dimension. And I think it's being called for you to be here. This blue quartz, if you haven't noticed, also looks very Pluto like, if like it came straight from the planet itself. So I think it's right now it's telling you to be careful on who you engage into business with, and that kind of is the thing. What is that? Is that our fifth or seventh house? So this may be for fifth or seventh house people, one of those that deal with like being careful. That's either fifth, seventh, or 11th. I don't know. I'm not good with houses, but one of those I know deals with like being careful with moving forward with contracts and doing business, and the way you handle your money. You did get the Six of Coins here. So for me, this speaks like this is very business oriented, or this could just be like grown up things. Just be careful. Like, are you sure you really want to buy that car? Are you sure you want to go move forward with getting that house? Are you sure you want to move forward with how you're doing this business deal? Maybe something isn't all above board as you thought. Maybe somebody's kind of lying to you right now. So I think this is probably what's being called of you to do. So lastly, let's see here. I want to just get this Numinous deck and see if we can get a bit more clarity, some steps on how you can move forward for the month of March. And we get some clarity on how our Pisces risings, moons, and suns can move forward for the month of March. That is too many cards. I just need like 3 at the most. That was way too many. Can we get some? Okay, and then it gave me 3 just like that. So I have Saturn and Mars. That's funny. So we have ninth house, Mars, and Saturn. So ninth house is dealing with seeking. What is something that you are looking to have in your life? I think that's what this cycle is. That's why you probably have the blue quartz. Expression and peace. How are you expressing your peace? How are you expressing your happiness? How are you expressing and manifesting what you want for the month of March? If you don't have your mind around it and you're not encapsulating the Mars energy, that Mars Aryan energy, of being passionate, of seeking, of taking control, of stepping into your masculine energy and moving forward and taking charge on what you want, I think you're going to lose out on a lot of what you need. So the ninth house seeking, it does say foreign travel, adventure, high education, customs, faith, beliefs, pilgrim pilgrimages, pilgrimages. Is that really pilgrimage? I would say pilgrimage. Pilgrimages sound weird. Spiritual quests, aspirations, journalism, religion, gurus, risk taking. That is the key word for me. Even though it says do not take risk, it seems like you're taking a risk with somebody that you are in business with right now, or you're taking a risk and being inactive and not taking control in your life of what you want to do. I think you are being a passenger in your life and you're not being an active participant. And right now it's kind of asking you like, are you really being an active participant? Are you not just telling people, assigning people to kind of like do the work, but are you also going behind them and double checking to make sure, okay, you said this person didn't have a criminal history and all I did was went on Otis and I seen all this stuff. Like, hello, I did a background check on them and all this stuff came up. Or, you know, I talked to a police officer that's a good friend of mine and they told me all this whole rundown. Like, how you not know this person and you was recommending them to me? Like, I think it's just saying, like, make sure you double check. Um, So with Mars here, and you also have Saturn and wisdom, to me, that's literally like the scale and balance of heart over mind, mind over heart. Are you going to just plow forward with your passions, with your dreams, with your sensual pleasures, or are you going to actually think it through? Are you actually going to make sure this is going to be a pleasure that is going to be for the long haul, or that's going to actually benefit you? Or are you just going to make sure it's good for the moment, for the right then, for the right now? Because you also do have the Saturn wisdom, which speaks to discipline. So it's some kind of like weird dichotomy you have here, and kind of like, um, yes, that's the word, a calculated risk. Something here is telling me there's a calculated risk, a calculated decision that you need to make moving forward. It may be something you really want, but is it something that you need now? Is it something that could come back around to you later if you just be patient, if you just do a bit more research? Would it be even better if you waited and did it with someone that's probably going to be, it's going to make it even easier and more fun for you to do it? You have a calculated risk decision that you are approaching, Pisces, that you need to consider and really think through for the month of March. Because here for the Saturn, it says discipline, structure, time, responsibility, test, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, bones, maturity, gravity, and scaffolding. That right, the responsibility, the ambition, paired with the desire of the Mars energy, of having that heat, that force, that potency, um um that kind of like impatient energy, that excitement. To me, it really drives home like you have a calculated risk ahead of you with whatever this decision that you have. I don't care if it's it could be something as simple as, should you go to this school? Or because we have our graduates out there, hello, that's getting ready to graduate for 2023, and it's like, do you really need to go to that school? Or are you just doing that because all of your friends said they're going to go there? Take a calculated risk. Is it really going to benefit you moving forward? I think that's really just what's being called of you to do for the month of March. Um, yeah, I don't really have anything else. I think that's all I'm picking up on. I really want to say this is probably dealing with some kind of partnership, some kind of friend group decision. I think that's probably like the main baseline of what your decision is circumventing around. Again, just going back to my analogy or my story of, you're a college student, you're getting ready to graduate, and you hearing all your friends are going to, I don't know, MIT or Harvard, and it's like, okay, but do you really need to go to Harvard? What you gonna do with a Harvard degree? Like, you can do a lot, but is Harvard really the school for you? Everybody isn't Harvard material. Harvard isn't for everyone. Are you really going to sign this business deal not really knowing who this person that you're getting into bed with, both literally and figuratively? I think it's just calling you to step back and don't let your impatience about something that you want here and now be the cost of your forever, of your peace moving forward. So yeah, that's all I have for you, Pisces. And in the meantime, I am going to move on to Cancers and the next reading, and I'll be right back. So, welcome back, Cancers. This is going to be your reading for the month of March. We're going to look at kind of like what's the overall energies that you're going to be dealing with, how kind of to resolve them, or how to move forward, or how to continue if it's something positive. Right now, you do have the sapphire, which deals with wisdom, virtue, and good fortune. So, right now, so far, it seems like the month of March is doing pretty well for you. But we're going to see. We're going to get into it. Let's see. What does the month of March have in store for my Cancers, rising suns, and moons? What does the month of March have in store for my Cancer, rising moons, and suns? Can you get the overall energies for my Cancers, rising moons, and suns for the month of March? Uh-oh, Cancers. Let's see here. Okay. There's a one. I'm going to grab the... Oh, wait. We had a couple cards that flipped over in here. This is a lot of cards, so I'm not going to count that, but I am going to count the one that rolled over here. Of course, it's fitting that you would get the Empress for your first card, right? Six of Swords. Energy. My Cancers March. One flipped over. I know it did. I could have sworn. Yep. The star. So far, all the water signs, your cards are ending in reversals. What's up with you guys? What's up with you guys? Talk to me. Um, so far you do have a lot of things that deal with water. So it doesn't surprise me that you have this because my cancers, you are well poor, and I guess you could say a happy thing is you guys are ruled by your emotions. You are ruled by your heart. You are ruled by the moon. So if you're a Cancer moon, I really feel for you because you're probably just going through a double whammy. But yes, this is what you have for the month of March. To me, this seems like some trust was broken. I feel like some trust was broken here. I think you really want something to go a certain way, and I think you're going to kind of have to, you're either going to have to pass on it, or you're really going to have to put in the work that you don't really want to do. And this means stop relying on the emotional side of everything and actually leaning into the mental part of it. And I think that's probably what you don't want to do. I think you're trying to take the lazy way about this. Let's see here. Why is your star card in reverse here? Okay, so I don't really know if I think this is upside down to 4 of Wands. Cancers, please tell me this is not what I think it is. Don't let this be about somebody you want to date. You was looking for a happily ever after with, was it? And things is just not turning out right. Why is this Empress card here? Can I get more clarity on why this Empress card is here? Why is the Empress card here? I can't. Ooh, and that landed right on it too. 2 of Coins, 4 of Wands. Definitely something dealing with your home situation, if not your significant other. Something at home is not what you want it to be or what it seems to be. And I think you're struggling with how to deal with that right now. Um, Kids aren't involved, is it? Because you have kids here, you have a kid here. You know, the Empress usually speaks to children as well. The star card, I don't know if anybody knows about, when they say bunnies, and they have a bunch of kids. It's not kids involved in this situation, is it? I'll get more clarity on why the Six of Swords is here for my Cancers. Okay, let's see this here. There's some kind of misunderstanding that's going on. Are you struggling with how to communicate or connect? It's not a child, right? You're not struggling to communicate with like your child or someone who's maybe younger than you. So you did get bread here, which leads to the period of prosperity and abundance. So, oh, okay, okay. Thank you. I needed these. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so you got the Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Then you also got chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to this. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Doing something risky, taking a chance. You got disappointment in a friend or lover. That resonates for sure. And then fan, romance, celebration, party. So again, this reads like another relationship with, okay, water signs. What is it with y'all in relationships for the month of March? Okay. To me, this kind of reads like, are you sticking to a relationship right now because you feel like you've put in a lot of time, a lot of commitment, a lot of trust, a lot of respect, a lot of love with this person. And at this point, maybe the love is still there. It's buried down somewhere, but now you're kind of like going through the motions of like, I owe this relationship. Um I owe this relationship a try. I guess is for the lack of a better word, I owe this relationship a good old fashioned try. Um and it's at the cost of like for the better of yourself. I think there's some tough decisions here, and I don't know if maybe children are also involved, and that's probably what's making this decision also hard on whether or not you should leave your partner or stay with them or not. But I think that's probably like an underlying thing, like maybe children, or maybe it's some other parties, maybe it's some younger people, like maybe you got in a relationship with this person and they had children that you bonded with, or maybe they had or maybe you have a sibling or something, or a child that bonded with that person. um and like now you've kind of like, it almost feels like a marriage, like y'all have integrated your lives together, and it's kind of hard to actually separate or pull things apart now because things are so convoluted. Everything is so mixed together now. Like at first y'all was just cake mixing water, and now it's like, okay, well now you're a full ass cake. You done baked in here, and it's kind of hard to, how you gonna separate the water from the cake now? Like may feel like that's what you're struggling with. I think there are other parties that's underlying this, that's making it a tough thing to deal with on how to do a clean. I won't say, well, a clean and mm, a clean and respectable break. You know, let's see here. Can we get more clarity on why this Two of Coins is here? The Four of Wands for my Cancers for the month of March. And get more clarity here on why the Two of Coins and the Four of Wands is here for my Cancers for the month of March. And get more clarity. I feel like this one's come out. Pluto transformation. I was just talking to the Pisces about this. You might want to check that out. Pluto transformation. If you're a millennial, we're going to be going through our phase now where it's going to be moving out. Is it out of Scorpio into Aquarius or something like that? Now, so is getting in back into our I think it should be getting squared with something too. But anyways, you can, the zodiac girls, the astrology girls can give you more information on that. I'm not all there. But the Pluto transformation deals with renewal, inner resources, basic instinct, motivation, personal power, evolution. I think that's a good word for you right now. You are evolving into something else, and this person's energy is no longer there or what you need anymore. And so now you are having, now you're being pushed to level up. Nothing in this relationship is going to feel right or make you happy anymore until you move forward. You have rebirth, you have cycles, subversion, suspicion. You do have the Fox card here, and usually when you see the Fox card, I think of the Lenormand, or even the, was it the Seven of Swords in tarot? It's dealing with sneakiness, underhandedness, things that are not revealed. Secrecy is dealing with all of those things. Then you also have authenticity, reckoning, taboos, clearing, extremes. So I think in a way this is kind of like the universe telling you, like, if you don't make the decision on how to move forward from this, we're going to make it for you, whether you like it or not. I think it's going to be for the better, but I don't think you see that, because of course it's always easy to say like, oh, it was for the better after the storm. But when you're in the middle of the storm, when you're seeing the storm coming, when you see it approaching, you're like, how am I going to bat down my hatches and survive this? I don't see me surviving this hurricane. I don't see how I'm going to survive this tornado. I don't see how I'm going to survive this earthquake. Because I'm in the middle of it. I'm into the thick of it, into the thick of it. So you have to figure out kind of like, okay, I'm out in the field now and this natural disaster is happening. What am I going to do? I think, again, the universe is kind of like telling you, if you don't figure out how to move forward from this, we're going to do it for you. Can we get more clarity on how Cancers can handle these energies, this stagnant energy for the month of March? Let's see. We got the 6th house, craft. Oh, they said figure it out. It said work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, method. It's telling you to figure your shit out. Stop thinking that somebody else is going to figure it out for you. Cancers, listen. And the underlying energy here is asset, the 2nd house, which deals with material world, possessions, finance, talent, value, solidity, worthiness. Is that wardrobe? Yeah, wardrobe, luxuries, credit score, security, aesthetics. Stop being in this for the look of it and being it for what it's actually bringing you. Is Marie Kondo, that thing, is it really bringing you happiness? Is it really bringing you energy? Whatever this place, this situation, this place, this situation, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally that you have with this person or people's, it's telling you, get it out. We ain't got time for that. We got other things that's coming in, and we can't do nothing if you're gonna keep having the same stagnant, stale, old, dusty energy in here. We can't do anything with that. And so, yeah, I think it's calling for you to kind of be like, you got a clean house, and then we can bring in the prosperity. We can bring in the good fortune. We can bring in the goodwill. We can bring in the good health. We can bring in the abundance. We can bring you a better romance if you just trust in it. This isn't good for you, so you're going to have to find a new way to help this out, because this right here isn't helping. What could be worse than where you have yourself stuck in? So, yeah, Cancers, I think you need to, but let's see, we get one more card here, because I did pull 3 for the Aquarius, so I feel like it's only right I pulled 3 for you all. Let's see if we get one more clarity card for you. And get one more clarity card for the Cancers for the month of March. One more clarity card here. Okay, so let's pull both of these, because as you can see, they were kind of sticking up. So we're going to pull both of those. What do you know? We got Cancers, doula. That's why it came out. Oh my God, Cancers. Are you not living up to your destiny? North Node. Your spiritual team is tired of you. That's what I hear. They tired of you. They said you need to mature. You need to practice. You need to develop. Where is your journey going? What are you becoming? Are you happy with what you're becoming? Are you happy with where you are? Because if you are, we are not. I can tell you right now, we're not happy with where you are, and we need you to do better. We need you to do a bit more. Cancers, this was literally for you. Literally the other card I pulled out, Cancer. Ruled by the moon, baby. So, what are you doing? And again, I don't know if children are involved in this, if it's something like a younger sibling. I feel like it's somebody young that's also involved in this. Or it could be some idea that's not yet in fruition. Like you have the idea, but you haven't started putting the work into it. And maybe that's the fresh energy that I'm picking up on in this reading. But whatever it is, I think you need to grab a hold of it and you need to follow it where it goes, because your spiritual team is obviously telling you, like, it's time to clean house. It's time to clean house in order for us to do what we got to do. And we can't do it if you're going to keep inviting people in here. You're going to keep swinging that door open and you're going to keep letting these flies in here. We ain't going to never get rid of these flies to have honey. Like, I don't know about you. I don't want a bunch of flies in my honey. I'm country, but I ain't that country. So yeah, Cancers, that's what I got for you for the month of March. I'm wishing you all luck. I'm wishing you well. I know you struggle with that because y'all love to be partnered. No, I just know this got something to do with relationship. I just know it because y'all Cancers. That's for another time. Anyway, I'm gonna move forward with the next water sign, which is the Scorpios. Again, Cancers, wishing you luck. I would love to know how this all kind of rolls out with you. And in the meantime, I'm going to get to the Scorpios, the dark side of the moon here, as so to speak. And I will see you all in the next one. So now we have the peridot, which is for the Scorpios. And the peridot reads effervescent. I just like how effervescence, joy, and happiness. So again, sounds positive. But I don't know. If you looked at Pisces and Cancer, Spirit team has been coming to kicking ass today. So we'll see. Let me ground for a minute here because I think I'm still amped up on Cancer. Let me get all morbid and down in the deep with the Scorpios here. The deep, deep down. The very deep, 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 deep water. I don't know why that came in my mind. Anybody else watch Land Before Time? Okay, anyway. Okay. Can I get the energies for the Scorpios for the month of March? Come on now. Come on now. That's too many cards. I got 5 cards for y'all. Let's put these back on. Oh, was this a... Oh, well, 6. Sorry. Can I get 3 cards for my Scorpios for the month of March and the energies that they will be dealing with, whether their rising moon or sun is in Scorpio? Can I get the overall energies for my Scorpios for the month of March and what energies they will be dealing with for the month of March? Can I get energies for my Scorpio risings, moon, and suns for the month of March? Ooh, okay, I got one here. Very mermaidy. Can I get my clarity on her energies? And then we got these two. So let's see. Okay, Scorpio, so far this is looking good because you're the only water sign so far who all of your cards came out upright. Let's see here. And you have a lot of water too. I love this for you guys. You have the Fool, which has the water, of course, in the background. As you can see here, is really giving you mermaid. It's giving you just Little Mermaid for sure, or Siren. And then you also have the Ace of Cups, and then you have the Eight of Cups. So to me, it seems like you need to just throw something out there and walk away from it. It's kind of giving like, is it 7 of coins? Like, just throw it out there and see what happens. Take a risk, take a chance. Let's see if I can I get more clarity on what the Fool card is here for my Scorpios for the month of March. Let me get more clarity on what the Fool is here for my Scorpios for the month of March. Okay, that's way too many cards. Hold on. Please hold. I get more clarity on how the Fool is here for my Scorpios for the month of March. Okay, I'll take those two. Temperance and the Two of Swords. I don't know why, like, it feels like you're trying to bite off more than you could chew. You're trying to take up something else on your plate that you're like at this time. I don't think you can adequately give it the time and attention that you need. Okay, this Eight of Cups here. What are the Scorpios having to clear out for the month of March? Rooster. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. You do have the Two of Swords here who deals with crossing. Temperance. Are you deciding to do it or not? I think this person may come back and be beneficial to you. I think you will be a fool in order to double cross this person. What are you being sneaky about or underhanded about? What aren't you sharing here, Scorpios? Because y'all know y'all don't like the y'all secrets, telling things. You don't like people being in y'all business. That's just not the Scorpio way. Okay, I was gonna ask why the Ace of Cups is here. Hold on, let's do this again. Why is the Ace of Cups here for my Scorpios for the month of March? Whether rising moon or sun. Why is this Ace of Cups here? Okay, let's see. Ooh. Please hold 1 second. Okay. So you got new creative ideas, new ventures, fresh start. That is so adequate for the Ace of Cups. New creative ideas, ventures, and a fresh start. With the Eight of Cups, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Yeah, like I said, it seems like you're trying to take on something that you're just not ready to handle at this time. You're not going to be able to give it the time and attention that you need. You're going to double cross this person, and you're not even going to be able to make sure that they're fully out the square. And they're going to end up pushing you out. And then they're going to end up pushing you back out. So okay, so you got a couple of cards here. I was asking about the Temperance. So you got victory in some endeavor. You have family wishes come true. You have lighthearted, carefree time. You have pleasure with a close friend. And then you also have bouquet compliments from an admirer. Are you trying to cut this for right now? We're just going to call the person that you're trying to cut out the rooster. Are you trying to cut out the rooster for a friend? Are you trying to help a friend out? And in the midst of you doing that, you are about to mess up the whole situation. You about to mess up the whole thing that y'all got going on for a friend that's probably not even right for the job. You probably know it too. I think you know it too. Scorpios, I'm gonna need a bit more clarity for you all. This is a little. You did get the Justice and the Three of Swords. This Three of Swords, when I see this Three of Swords, not only does it read hard, mind you, you got it in reverse. Not only does this read heartache, but for me, this just reads like backstabbing as well. Because the story for this one, if I'm not correct, it's about a woman who she kept like cutting off pieces of her body in order to like help or save her husband or something like that, and he ended up moving on without her, and she just died of a broken heart in the end. It wasn't even the cuts and the sacrificing that she was doing, it was he backstabbed her. So that reads so adequate with this. And then you also have the Justice card. So for me, this is like the outcome. This is what's going to happen if you decide to kind of like cut that person out. If you decide to cut that person out, if you decide not to deal with that person, you're going to face some kind of like am I reading that wrong? I'm reading that wrong? Am I reading? Somebody you should walk away from. It's in the upright. I think I'm getting this backwards. Thank you for getting me together, spirit team. So I was getting no, backwards, other way around. So for me, so let me come correct. Let me put some respect on my spirit team. Thank you for coming through and dragging me. So I don't think you shouldn't cross this person. I think it is somebody that you know that shouldn't be in this circle, this thing that you're building. Is somebody you're trying to bring along, and it's probably a friend. I'm gonna say that it's probably a friend, somebody you're really close to, and I think you shouldn't bring them along because they're gonna end up being a backstabber. That's what it is. I think, yeah, because you do have the dog here, pleasure with a close friend. You had the whale, family wishes come true. You have victory and endeavor, and some endeavor. I think it's, even if it's not a friend, it's somebody that's close to you for sure, that's in your circle, in your vicinity, on something that you're trying to do, some kind of plan or creation that you're trying to do, some level up that you're doing in your life. Whether it's just clearing house. I think there's some people that's gotta go, and when you cut them off, you're probably going to start seeing that benefit. You're going to feel so much lighter that you can actually start enjoying things. I think that's what it is. Sorry, I had it backwards. So it's not you need to cut this person. It's not that if you cut this person out, you're going to suffer some kind of detriment. I think this person is to your detriment, and you need to cut them out because you've been trying to avoid that, and it's like, no, you need to do that. This is what you aren't doing. And so semi-sextile, allowing, encourages, sees the potential in, clarifies, gives hope to, compensates, intuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, rewards. So it's like, what's going to happen. I think you just need to allow it to happen. You need to allow it to be. I think this person may already have put their foot in their mouth, and I think you just need to allow, instead of protecting this person, because you feel like, again, this is your friend and you're trying to protect this person, I think you need to allow what's about to happen. I get more clarity for my Scorpio, so the month of March, and how they should handle it. You got another sextile, opportunity, collaborates, assists, explains, provides, opportunities, synergizes, creates, possibilities for us, open doors, promises, bring insight to, communicate, welcomes, develop. You keep getting something about developing, about getting clarity once you start throwing those doors open. You also do have a plan here in the stars. The snowflakes, it brings to freshness. It brings to like, you're going to shine. It's going to be something that you can really enjoy and be proud of if you cut away plants. This one thing I do know. You can't expect a plant to continue to grow if you are stunting its growth. If you are keeping it, if it is a bush and you have it in, so I'll take my hibiscus plant for instance. I don't know if you all can see it. So my hibiscus plant, you see this? This is a bush. This is supposed to be a bush. But it's a baby, so I can keep it in there for now. I just repotted that, and you see how big that is. I just repotted that hibiscus plant because it wasn't something like a little cup like you would get from the grocery store when they have like the chives or something, the seasonings in those little cups. I just replanted that. Look how big it is, and it's supposed to grow into a bush. So I'm going to have to eventually level that up because it's going to outgrow its environment. I've had to prune this plant because it has some few dead leaves because the roots were so congested. And look at it. It's doing perfectly well. You wouldn't even think that plant was unhealthy. That is what is being asked of you. What do you need? See, all of you water signs are having some clearing house that you need to do. That is the message for all of you. You have to clean house. There's some things you need to remove in order to grow. You can't expect your hair to grow if you got split ends. You're gonna have a hairline that's in the middle of your forehead. Stop it. Okay? You can't expect to reap benefits from something that you are not actually tending to. And that's what I was getting to at the beginning of your reading. I was picking up on there was some energy that there's something that you are not tending to, that you are trying to ignore, which is kind of interesting for me for Scorpios. I feel like you guys are pretty like take charge and kind of do what you need to do, but for some reason there's something that you are ignoring, that you aren't wanting to do, that you haven't really been giving your energy to, your attention to, your time to, and that you are being called to do now in order for it to grow and thrive like it needs to. I don't know if this is a business, if it's something to do with your family, if it's something to do with your relationship, but you're being called to like pay attention to that and do what you need to do. Do some pruning in order for it to grow. And can we get one more clarity card for my Scorpio for the month of March, and how they should move forward, how they should deal with this energy that they are receiving for the month of March? I get more clarity for my Scorpios for the month of March, how they should move forward. Oop, nope. That was too many cards. Opposition, balance. Yep, things are not in balance. That's why you had the temperance. You notice the temperance and your opposition, which deals with balance, are in reverse. The justice card, which is your Libra, is in reverse. Are you in confrontation with the Libra right now? Is it a Libra that's getting in the way of you doing what you need to do? You do have the two of swords here. It's dealing with air. And this deals with mirror. So somebody who's like mirror your energy, which makes you think this is definitely somebody very close to you. It also deals with confront, somebody you haven't been confronting, somebody that you haven't been wanting to do. Conflicts with discipline, call out. So who are you not calling out? This has to be a friend. This has to be a friend. It's somebody it's a loved one. It's someone really close. If it's not a friend, it's a loved one. Um Objectifies, makes conscious decisions, manifesting. Hello? And what do you know? You got your bottom on the deck. You got the devil. Something you and your devil is even in reverse. Something you are not clearing out, something you do not want to do. Let's see what you got on the bottom of the tea leaves. You got unsettled times, need to plan ahead. And that's where I'm gonna wrap it up at Scorpios, because you know what you gotta do. You need to have that conversation with that friend. And I mean a conversation, actually communicate, get to the bottom of, not try to prove that you're right. Actually divulge your feelings and your interpretation of things. Actually sharing some secrets. Because that's the problem that we're getting to here. You're gonna have to get in that business. So with that, Scorpios, I wish you luck. I didn't even pay attention. Nine of Hearts. Nine of Hearts. That explains it all. Explains it all. I didn't even pay attention to that. I need to go back. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, that's why Cancers and Pisces was having a tough time. I need to add that. Cancers, yeah, it's somebody that you are either in business with or your significant other. Pisces, because you have the three of clubs, I mean the three of spades, it's basically like it's three's a company, three's a crowd. It's probably something dealing with a friendship. It's basically like getting like the Three of Swords essentially. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you all, Scorpios. You got the Nine of Hearts. That's literally, just think of like if you were to get the Nine of Cups here, independent, stepping out, wish fulfillment. That's what the Nine of Hearts is representing for you. So get on it. Start fulfilling that wish. Start having those tough conversations. You know you can go it alone. It's kind of sad that you have to go it alone, but sometimes that's what certain things call for. So yeah, there you go. That's what you got, Scorpios. That's your reading for the month of March. So with that, I wish you all luck. I wish you well. And having that tough conversation. Hopefully it is all in love. And with that, I am going to move on to who comes up next. It is the fire signs. So we're going to get on to them next. Oh, and lastly, just in case if you don't know, I am going to try to go live on March 2nd around 7 o'clock. I may be early, maybe late. We don't know. We have to see how the kiddos are going to act. I'm going to try to go live. We're going to see if the, powers that be would allow it to happen. It's going to be on the curse of the crown of the Catskills. I'll probably do another repeat post so you all can see it. But in the meantime, yes, I'm going to move on to the fire sign.